To factor simple trinomials of the form x squared plus bx plus c, where b and c are just numbers, you need to find two numbers that have a product of c and a sum of b. For our first example, we have x squared plus 9x plus 20. So our c value is 20. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to 20. Our b value is 9. We're looking for two numbers that have a sum of 9. We use the term sum pretty generally. It could be either two numbers being added, two numbers being subtracted, a positive and a negative. You have kind of all these options for your signs. In this case, we have all positive numbers, so we want two numbers that multiply to 20 and have a sum of 9. Usually we start with our product and we kind of list out all of the options. So we know that different ways to multiply to 20 are 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. Looks like all of our options. And by looking at those options, we can then kind of see 4 plus 5 would give us 9. So our two numbers are 4 and 5. They're clearly both positive. Two positive numbers give us a positive product, and 4 plus 5 gives us 9. And then we just write our two binomials following that pattern. So we know it's going to be x plus 4 and x plus 5 being multiplied together, and you can multiply that out to make sure it does multiply to x squared plus 9x plus 20. Let's do a similar item for the next one. So for the next one, this time we have a product of negative 20. So we're still going to be looking for the same numbers, but if we have a negative product, we know it's going to be a positive number times a negative number, because that's how we get a negative product. So a product of negative 20, and this time there's no number in front of the x for our sum. When there's no number there, we know that number that's really there is a 1. So we want two numbers that multiply to negative 20, but have a sum of 1. And again, if it's a positive and a negative, we're kind of thinking it's actually a difference of 1. So again, we would list out our numbers, and I usually list them without the signs first, and then figure out the signs afterwards. So 2 and 10, 1 and 20, 4 and 5. Knowing that one number is positive and one number is negative, I want them to have a difference of 1. So 4 and 5 would work. And I just need to ask myself, is it going to be negative 4 and positive 5? Or is it going to be positive 4 and negative 5? Which one of those will give me a sum of positive 1? Either negative 4 and 5 or 4 and negative 5. Okay, when I add those two numbers together, I can see it should be negative 4 and positive 5. So in factored form, I would write this as x minus 4 times x plus 5. Pretty straightforward. Okay, a good hint, if you have a positive product, the two integers are either both positive or both negative. If your product is negative, you know you're multiplying one positive number times one negative number.